Hello everyone and welcome back to the Edain Mod for Battle Middle Earth 2, the Rise of the Witch King, as we continue on with our overviews of every faction. Now on to Rohan. I'm going against Mordor and not against an Isengard because I hate Isengard AI. They do nothing but spam siege equipment and pikemen, and yeah, that's not very good for Rohan. Especially where I like to play them, which is rush peasants in the early game. But late game, just go nothing but cavalry. Let's start with draft, and we'll go into what draft has been changed into, because it's no longer a kind of passive where you just click and then all your peasants get armor. Nope, they've changed it. They've changed it, and it's very different now. Let's get ourselves a Meriadoc Brandy book on top of a Theodred, King of Rohan, as he is corrupted currently. Let's build the stables. And while we build our stud farms, let us get 2 Rohan farms out in the outer rim. Build a postern gate so our units can actually come in and out of our fortress without having to open and close the gates, because the AI likes to just glitch through the gates. Don't like it, but have to deal with it. I like how they start instantly with level 2. That seems a bit stupid. Go on, Merry. Merry's actually been made a little bit better with Ignis of the Fall. Instead of just giving him movement speed, he now actually gets a damage boost as well. We're going to place draft on this farm. So what does draft now do? The selected farm or flour mill, because the flour mills are the peasant building unit in the fortress, gets a draft command. If recruits peasants and farmhands with emergency arms, which increases their stats and is permanently guarded by Rohan fighters, and every building with the draft reduces the cost of banner carriers. So if we build a lot of these Rohan farms, banner carriers cost really not much at all. And we now get a new building from the farms called the Hay Wagon. Can be left at enemy buildings and set fire to whenever whereby the target suffers high damage. We're going to build one of those and see if it does anything. And if not, we'll never build them again, and that's the end of it. Poor Theodred King is still the same. He has his cruel taxes, which are going to pawn to the farm we're actually recruiting from the most, because that actually increases our production. It used to also increase the time it would take to get resources and other stuff. Unfortunately, that's been changed, because obviously you don't get the upgrades from the buildings anymore. So no more Denethor or Theodred Cheese, where you can just get instant upgrades instantaneously. Instead, you have to buy them from, well, for Rohan, you get them from the armory. So our armory, similar to Isengard's, I think starts at tier 3. It might not. They might have changed it. And here's the hay wagon. It's a builder, but he carries hay. And the enemy buildings gets a lot of damage. Enemy units near suffer little damage. Throw it in before you die. Wow, one shot by a troll. I didn't even get to see what it did. Waste of 250 resources, of course. Of course. Build another. And it's actually decommissioned that stuff. I just wanted to make sure they didn't build anything while they were coming through. And yep, Rohan cavalry already rushing through. I should be building an assembly point, actually. I should be building an assembly point, because then we can heal our units out of combat. Because we're going to be running through a lot of pikemen. Because even though Mordor likes to recruit a lot of pikes, they aren't as good as Isengard pikes. So, yeah. I can more willy-nilly just rush them through with our Rohan cavalry. Our riders. Because they still do good damage. And once they charge through the once, they won't charge through again. So, what else do you mention about Rohan? Oh, this does start... oh, right. All of Rohan's buildings, unlike with Gondor, where they just get the nice little upgrade where it upgrades, or Isengard, where you upgrade one and it upgrades all of them permanently, you get 2 different kinds of upgrades which you need to get both of to get to tier 3. The Recruitment Camp, which increases training speed by 50%, and the Arsenal, which enables more advanced units and upgrades. But I don't understand what... Oh, I understand now. I can't understand. I think you need to get the... I imagine these are still the same. They don't need any other upgrade. But why? I guess the arsenal's just there because it is. But yeah, because from the armory you can also recruit battering rams and onagas, which are your, what's the word? Siege equipment, trebuchets. I didn't build that hay bale, did I? I built it and it's already dead? No, it's there. Okay. Let's distract the troll while the hay bale... Okay, run away now, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Oh, he kills himself in a blaze of glory. It's beautiful. Oh, wow, that's actually some really good damage. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Let's make Rohan, Pippin the... Merry the Esquire of Rohan. Still burning the building. Still burning. Not burning our units, I'll say as well. It doesn't burn our units, it only burns the enemy units. But again, that's only little damage, so nah, don't think it's good. But yeah, to beat Mordor spam, especially since they seem to be making so many pikemen, we're just going to spam out infantry. And the infantry that is drafted gets the... any unit that's near a flour mill or a farm gets defend your homes in a large area around allied farms, flour mills, and stud farms. Peasants gain movement speed, damage, and armor for 30 seconds. I take that 30 seconds ticks down, only ticks down once you've actually, what's the word? When you've actually left the area, similar to heroic statues. How their buff disappears after you've left the area. We're gonna get, we're gonna go straight to Forged Blades, and we're just gonna get upgrades for our units. The hour this conjurer chooses to appear. If you want to know the power I just used, it was Theoden's Traitors of Rohan ability, which turns any peasants into traitors for a short duration. But after which the duration is ended, they will die. They're not quite like the traitors of... Oh no, that's Gorbag. No, 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 no. Kill him from afar, Merry. He can't kill you from afar, you can kill him from afar. Oh, I didn't get the Squire of Rohan, let's do that again. Get some more cavalry, because they're cheap as chips. And we might get another stud farm. But yeah, this is the first faction in a while, actually, since... actually, no, Imladris did get it, but Isengard didn't. Rohan, like all the other factions, is now restricted to the supply routes, which kind of feels even worse for Rohan, because one of your best recruitment buildings, I say best because, let's face it, peasants are really, really good. Never underestimate them. Oh, well, we can get the archery range. Forgot that exists. I forgot Rohan actually gets cavalry archers. Yeah, these assembly points here are really good. Always want at least one. Ah, I've reached the command limit. Okay, any units we're currently not making? Yep, stop making you. And let's go up and say hello to these wogs. And now let's get the Forged Settlers tools, so our... Oh no, you do need to get the arsenal for this. Okay, so that's why you need the arsenal. Because without the arsenal, you can't actually build your upgrades. So you have to pay a little bit more for the other upgrades of Rohan. But it's worth it. It is definitely worth it. Destroy that Kirfungal barracks, because those pikemen... Oh, I'm not dealing with them. I am not dealing with those pikemen. Pitch throwers, that's another new unit as well. Fast Rohan infantry, which hurls burning pitch pouches and are strong against infantry. So they're just Corsairs of Umbar reskinned to look like Rohirrim. That's cool. Not Rohirrim per se, but Rohan units. Ah, damn it. They've already started making those elite Kirfungal pikes. And now we're just going to make peasants forever until that's gone, because it is a waste of good cavalry to run them into those spears. This is not fun. It is not fun. It is a very strong unit for it to say it only costs like 500, and it can be the cost can be decreased Oh, I need to breathe more. I'm having trouble breathing. I'm not breathing enough when I'm speaking. That's probably why I have such a soft throat. We're now going to get some more heroes. It's Theodred. And everyone back to the assembly point, including you, Pippin. Run, Merry even. Run, run. Put him back on his sword so he actually goes in where I want him to. Have no power here. Oh, you'll never use that power. It does take any infantry you have. So if you have like let's say you have 20 units of peasants that have all been reduced to one peasant each. You then use this power. That makes 24 units of 15 peasant traitors each. So yeah, Theoden's starting phase is quite powerful, but I'm sick of it. Let's get him in his recovered state, which is obviously the centre power for Rohan. Kind of makes sense. And then with Theoden returned to normal, you can then get the 300s or the alliance between men and elves, or both. The highborn warhorses, apparently you need to get the aid of the Wazzers. And Cloudbreak, you require the Vanguard of Rohan, which summons 2 units of Vanguard to the battlefield, who are able to trample many enemies without slowing. And trample enemies take increased damage and armor. So similar to the arrow volley of Lothlorien, but is more selective to the fact you have cavalry. You have cavalry and you can't use... they don't really work against other units, such as pikemen. Yeah, pikemen are your worst nightmare. Theodred can choose, is actually quite special. He can choose which weapon he wants. He can go with his shield stance, where he gives himself a shield, or his axe form, where we arm himself with an additional axe, which raises his attack damage against buildings. Oh, and Theoden has died. Yeah, I kind of let that happen. Yeah, these Kirfungal pikemen are too powerful. Wait, what are these units around me? Oh, those are the defenders of the tower. Oh, okay, that's cool. Offensive structure interacts with Theodred's abilities. The attack post sends troops which attack nearby enemy position. The attack team deals great damage to buildings, but small damage against everything else. So I think now they've actually got rid of the archer tower. The fact that it's an archer tower is no longer an archer tower. I think they... What? 2,800? You must be having a bloody laugh. Oh my god. I did not think that part through. But at least our buildings have more defences than everyone else's faction because of our draft. Does this give more men of Rohan? No, it doesn't. Good to know. So you can't stack them on one building and then it just gets an infinite guard. Good. That would be a bit stupid. Go to 4 Tesla's tools. Make some more money. Let's get rid of that Kirfungal barracks now. I'm sick of looking at it. Wait, why can I see so much of the map now? Is that because I'm moving? Must be. Yeah, I always like going for the peasant spam of Rohan. Some people don't like it because it feels a bit niche, since the peasants from the movies kind of just felt like just chaff. They just felt like real chaff that had no real value. But believe me when I say this, peasant spam works. It's the way I like to do it, and I like to sometimes go into cavalry because obviously cavalry is the biggest thing about Rohan. They are the horse lords of the mark. But it's so much. It's just so strong going peasants. Because obviously pikemen are very buffed in this game. Pikemen are very powerful, and unfortunately cavalry aren't that powerful. And then if you lose Theoden, he costs 2,800. Yeah.
You should not doubt him.
You should not doubt him. Go AoE. Ah, it's not an AoE. It's a single target high damage dealing effect. Let's get an Onager on the fort. So any units that think they can just sit around doing nothing can die. Let's get a couple hay bales, because I'm going to harass the enemy base a little. Just a little. Just a little. I want to see how far I can get with the aid of the Wazzers. How far can the hay bales go? Oh, what's this? Oh, this is new. Assault of the Druidine. Gomburigon and 2 Druidine Archer appear at the target statue and attack nearby enemies, but Gomburigon and Druidine cannot be controlled, and they have to be near the Druidine created at the structure, which constructs a monument which reveals a large surrounding area, can be summoned at any statue to defend it. The more statues on the battlefield, the less time the Druidine ambush needs to recharge. Okay. Very small, very obvious statue. Well, not actually, no. That's very well hidden, actually. Oh, peasants! I love this. I actually love the peasants now. Peasants feel really good. Oh no, they killed the guards. Did they come back? Please tell me they come back. Make another tower here. And siege garrison. Man's an attack post with a siege team. The attack now train hay wagons and pitch throwers. Oh, okay, okay. So Theodred's now turned from a very defensive hero to a massively siege dealer. He is actually a siege attacker now. That's really fun. This part isn't. This actually hurts. But that is really cool that Theodred now actually just does siege damage with can just summon siege equipment from his towers. That's really cool. Sucks that they've already built catapults and stuff, even though I haven't even been near the base. It kind of feels very rude. Feels very rude. What do I do? Into the storm. You heard him. Wait, what are these guys? Oh. Weird. Keep making more peasants, because I can, and I want to. He's still got his rebuild. All siege engines near the guard post will be permanently repaired and have double armor. That's really cool. So yeah, Theodred's turned from a hyper-defensive character that can summon powerful guard towers that can just defend the enemy base to the last man, to a siege aggressive character that summons units from his towers. Wow. I must admit though, the hay bale takes a long bloody time to load up. That should not take so long, right? That shouldn't take as long as it should. That's just ridiculous, in my opinion. It makes them a lot more inefficient. Makes them very, very inefficient, in my opinion. And something needs to be done about it, in my opinion. I mean, if it wasn't like that, I guess that would be a bit too strong. And they're more likely to always happen. So let's have a look at these. Are they what I think they are? Yep, they're literally just Corsair animations. Oh, that is cool. Okay, yeah. I think no cavalry Rohan might actually be a thing now. Because pikemen are just too strong. And all of this siege equipment and stuff just makes... I feel like the Theoden power now feels a bit pointless. Because if he dies, he costs 2,000 more, including on what on top of what he normally costs to get him. Trains the 3 hunters. Oh, we can actually summon... You actually get them now. Oh, that's fun. The 3 hunters fight at the side of the road. Allows to train the 3 members of the Fellowship of the Ring, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli at the Citadel. Okay, that's better. I like that. Originally, it was just a passive power that you would summon them for a short amount of time, and then that was it. But now they've made it so it's a permanent power. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. I can't believe I hadn't noticed that. So yeah, these pitch throwers feel really strong. The spearmen feel really strong. Well, the spearmen are your basically your more elite cavalry, not your elite monster or cavalry killers. Yeah, killers. I regret not making a assembly point around here. Is that stone still up by any chance? Yep. Let's have a look at Gonbury gone before I completely forget about his power. Oh, and these towers can no longer be occupied. Okay, yeah. They're no longer... So what are they actually called now? They're called attack posts. So no longer defense posts, they are attack posts. Oh, and that's just an actual catapult. Oh, screw you. How dare you? That's just rude. You're a rude person. We meet at the assembly point. Give me fire arrows. Eowyn feels the same. Yeah, she's still got her I am no man power. And her shield maiden and such and such and such. Draft onto here. So I haven't made any of the farmhands, but they're basically just a spear-wielding version of the peasants, as you can imagine. So I'm trying to think, how can you make the hay bales work? They seem to always be focused first, so that's a problem. The fact they get focused first is a problem. But yeah, it feels like cavalry, no cavalry Rohan is now a thing. And that shouldn't be a thing, in my opinion. I mean, it can be. There's no reason why it can't be. But I feel like there should be more focus on cavalry. And there's none. I'm going to wait to get the 3 hunters. I want to see if they get any like special powers. Okay, they're not getting focused. It's good. It's good. They don't take much damage from siege equipment. That's good. And now we run. I'm going to destroy this farm. And I see if that destroys their building. Doesn't seem to be, but at the same time it is a level 2 building, so you win some, you lose some. Should start getting some armor upgrades, so our units can better stand against the enemy. Oh no! Oh hell no. Yep. No warning whatsoever. Trolls enter the base. Ugh. That feels dumb. That feels really, really, really dumb. Oh, that's triggered me a little right there. They were pounding at my door for how long? And I never even knew. Come on now. Come on now. That's ridiculous. Oh, that is just so dumb. That just feels dumb. Ugh, that is ridiculous. Okay, move to the assembly point, heal up, and then we'll move back in later once we're fully healed. Oh my god, what the hell? It's still not as bad as Isengard, because Isengard can do that with Ballista. Mordor, not so much. You can see giant flaming boulders. You can't see fast-moving giant bolts. Oh, I'm feeling triggered now. I feel really triggered. I feel really annoyed. Let's build some peasants there, try and defend the base. What the hell was that for? Remember, you're not dying. Why saying no help? Yeah, I'm just going to start building siege equipment now. Other than that, other than the 2 new units and Theodred becoming a completely different character, that is basically all that is new for Rohan. Oh, and the 3 hunters, we'll show that off as well. Other than that, the military camp is still the same. Summons Rohirrim that are very well equipped if you buy the upgrades for them, etc, etc. And a few of these pitch throwers. I'm just going to harass the base of everything I have. Keep Theodred back, but everyone else just go in and attack. They will regret this day. Oh, and the units do come back. Good. Good. Good to know. Good to know they do come back. We farmers pick up our bows. Really? I feel like half of Eowyn's quotes feel a bit out of place. But yeah, she's Rohan's hero killer by far. Ah, the soup scene. Aragorn was not happy. So the pitch throwers can also get their pitch throwers hold burning pitch porters. They do. Oh, okay. So they're mainly damaging siege breakers. Although they don't do too much damage to their buildings, unfortunately. There's some more of them. Yeah, now we're just spamming our units because that's the best way we can. That's the only way we can really win this quickly. Because otherwise, we just can't break the Mordor fortress. Oh my god! I actually thought we had a chance of breaking this easily. Nope. Mordor's just a bitch. Let's get this over with. Thank you. Someone agrees with me. Damn, that gates take a while to rebuild. Yeah, how do you like it when your base gets attacked by random things? Yeah, how do you like it? How do you like it? Yeah, I didn't think you'd like it. I still want to get the 3 hunters. They come out at level 10. Okay, so they probably don't have like all their special powers. They probably just have and get rid of that siege works. Get rid of it. Get it gone. And I see what this new power does as well. Vanguard of Rohan. Then I'll pretty much have shown everything I want to show off for Rohan. Some of that they don't really have. They don't seem to have much. No. Other than obviously being more siege intensive and being more infantry focused. Like I said, they really don't have much of a focus on actually building up a very big cavalry army and then just killing them off with Theoden's glorious charge. It kind of seems to be more focused on just spamming out peasants, which is fine. It's still a cool thing to be able to spam out peasants and such. But again, I still feel like it's not at all what half of this stuff that Rohan does have could be transitioned into other factions and be made better. I think Rohan needs more resource potential, needs more resource stealing effects, and needs just more emphasis on cavalry. I mean, I've gone this entire game making only 1 unit of 1, 2, 3 units of cavalry, and that's it. That's all I've needed to make. Because peasants are just good. Peasants just do the job. They do the job they're paid to do, even though I don't pay them. Orm has got the 3 hunters. I imagine it's going to take a while to get them, because they come out instantly at level 10. But another Druidine statue. Very creative. I feel like that needs to. I feel like they're going to change that in some way, and if not, then keep it like that because that just looks beautiful. That just looks beautiful on its own. Now go back. Go back. The what's going under attack? The farm? Nah, that's fine. It'll be fine now. See, they only actually kill the units. They don't kill the buildings anymore. It seems the AI has a lessened emphasis on attacking enemies, actually enemy buildings, and instead focus more on units. And then they just do the exact opposite, and I'm thinking, what exactly makes the AI tick? What makes them so stupid? We'll never know. Oh, and battle rams can finally go through postern gates? No? No? Okay, they still can't go through postern gates. I was wrong. Let's not build anything else in case, just in case, our units, well, the 300s cost him, oh, there they are. Ah, they're... Choose the leader, Legolas. Legolas is chosen as the leader of 3 hunters. Aragorn, much less damage suffered by melee attacks. Legolas, great increased damage. Gimli melee attacks have an area of effect. Orc Hunt, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli move faster for a short time. Elendil, Slayer, Arrowwind. Oh, so you just... So only... Oh, it goes through each. So whoever goes in the front. So Aragorn... Oh, crap. Okay, let's start with... Aragorn. Aragorn shows as the leader. Aragorn takes much less damage from melee attacks. Legolas great. It feels like there's no difference. Oh no! If Aragorn's the lead, he takes less damage. If Legolas is the lead, he does increase damage. And if Gimli's the leader, he does an area of effect attack. It's just me, or am I the only one thing that Gimli is the best target to always be in the front? AoE attacks seem to be so much better. Yes, shot Elendil twice now, okay. I guess when against hordes, you want to be having Gimli in front because of his AoE attack. When you're fighting heroes, you want either Legolas or Aragorn in front. If you want Aragorn to tank, because it's an enemy you don't think you can beat normally, then you want him in the front. If you want to kill an enemy quickly, you put Legolas in front. Or against buildings, you want Legolas in front. Just put Legolas in front. And use his Arrowwind, because why the hell not? Are all 3 going to attack with something? Please tell me they do. It seems to just glitch out. Okay, that's new. That's interesting, I guess. But yeah, Rohan. More of a focus on fire than I first thought. Very focused on dealing a lot of siege damage now. And cavalry seems to have kind of gone out of the gates. I mean, if you go all defensive and then get the muster grounds, it's still good to have the that upgrade. I'm gonna move faster for a short time. Let's hunt some orc. Yes. So who's that taking the most damage? Legolas. Yeah. I know. I think that was Aragorn. I don't know. I can't tell. Screw you, troll! Oh, you're already dead. Also, those buildings should all be destroyed with the fortress. I think that's just I'm fairly certain Mordor glitched out. Because I remember earlier, there was a barricade here. And it got destroyed with the fortress. But now they're just normal towers. And they're not getting destroyed with the fortress. Yeah, I'm fairly certain the Mordor fortress gets glitches when it makes its buildings. Because they shouldn't be like normal guard towers like the rest of them are on the outside. They should be a special barricade that gets destroyed when the fortress gets destroyed. Let's get Theodred back for the last moment because why not? Actually, no. Eomer and Gamling. Eomer and Homer. Gamling, I know, has not changed. He is still a beast. I should have probably made him as well because him and Peasants just go together like bread and butter. Screw the command point limit. Go over it. Ah, yeah, I can't. Oh, well. Okay, so let's see if... So we all know the last march of the Ents. Summons Treebeard and the Ents for a short amount of time. Galafrim and Howdy, yeah, that's the same. Cloudbreak, stuns enemy units, that's the same. Oh, it didn't show off the Vanguard. Right, right. Sorry, military camp, we already know what you do. But these two units, what do you do? So they're elite banner carrying Rohirrim, which can attack buildings, do meh damage. Does AMS still doesn't have his oh no, he does have Leader of the Exiles. Okay. So maybe in the future I should be building more heroes for Rohan. Rohan with peasants and heroes seems to be the way to go. These guys though are cool as hell. These pitch throwers, yeah. I might do a challenge one day. We do cavalry only. It's going to be hard with Rohan now because oh my god, I'm loving those pitch throwers. They're so cool. Oh, I'm torn. They're so cool. Oh no. Okay, I hope you've all enjoyed this. Very strange Rohan video. I know I said at the beginning I like making cavalry at the late game, but I must admit it's only after 40 minutes it gets to the late game for me, and we didn't even get there. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and the game just glitched. So I'm going to be having trouble. Oh wait, can I get out? Yep, there we go. There we go. Next time we're going to go through Gondor. Good old Gondor. Gondor! And they've received a few changes as well. That actually makes them very micromanage intensive. We'll get into more of that next time. Until then, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.